Hmm. Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in and where you're at on this big, wide, beautiful, spheric world. I am sure you are all aware by now of the comments made by our illustrious and immortal President Trump, who talked about or suggested that we. Good morning, Andrew. How are you? He suggested that we apply light straight into the body to help cleanse it from the coronavirus and also possibly injecting disinfectant because we know how well it works outside the body. So let's try it inside the body. And of course, we all saw the Trumpers just rally around the flag, circle the wagons, pick your metaphor. It doesn't matter at this point. Basically, saying that, well, Trump, I two things I've heard. Either he was just being sarcastic, just making a joke, ha 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 ha, joke, or he was just suggesting it. Maybe he was suggesting that we should look into it. To which I say, you're insane. You are insane. Why in the world would you even suggest such a thing? To what end? So I wanted to do a few things. Hey, Andrew and Cher, good to see you all. Aloha, back to you. Yeah, I'm missing half the comments, so I'm gonna pay attention on, I can't use StreamYard. I'm gonna try to pay attention to the actual app. Now I can see all the comments. So, and if you have anything you'd like to add or want me to talk about, just add it to the comments. Not no problem. Yes, Cher, we're actually going to go into her comments. Okay. But first, um, hey, Spooky, how are you doing? No, I'm actually off work today. So it's a new feeling for me. Yeah, it's this is totally foreign. Usually I'm at work at this time, but here I am. This is what happens when you reduce hours in a plague. Okay, so here is a meme. I know we shouldn't think in terms of memes, but this meme happens to be very correct. Thank you. I've had this hat for over 10 years and this is covering bed hair right now. Okay. So this is not a fashion statement. I'm just trying to it's actually Australian leather, by the way. Authentic Australian leather. Thank you. And it works. This is my work hat and I tell you what, this has kept me out of the rain. Greetings, Joanne Dan. How are you? This hat has kept me out of the rain. I've used it for outside work for over 10 years and I'm telling you, this thing is, it's like wearing a helmet. I mean, it's authentic leather. This thing is taking a beating. This is a meme I wanted to share with you. I'm not going to show it to you right now because I want to screen share a few other things. So Trump supporters, it reads like this. Trump supporters be like, he didn't say that. Or he didn't do that. And if he did, he didn't mean to. He didn't say that. And if he did, he didn't mean it. And if he did, you didn't understand it. And if you did understand it, it's no big deal. And if it is, well, others have said it worse. Others have said worse. Round and round and round and round and round and round and round we go to no end. There's no consistency to these people. And I like to affectionately call them maggots. Hashtag maggot. So, hey, Joanne, how are you? So, for those of you, whenever I'm referring to them, here's what you're going to see. Hashtag maggot, because that's what they are. These are people who have decided to outsource their critical thinking skills to others with even less critical thinking skills. They've decided that they have no use for reason. They have no use for, hey, Christy Santiago, Math Pig is here. Good to see you. Christy, I saw a notification that you went live. Did the show go okay? Just wanted to make sure, because I know everybody's struggling with trying to go live. Lives get interrupted, bandwidth is almost zilch, and that's, everyone's trying to go live. Everyone has too much time on their hands. So, yes, I'm cheating on you, Spooky. So you've got these maggots who've decided to outsource their critical thinking skills. They don't care to know. They don't care to. They just don't care to be informed. They just don't care. It's excuses, 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 excuses. That's what I've named this stream. It's all the same. There's no you can't you almost can't reason with them. Excuse me a minute. I've got to figure out how to mute that. Sorry about that. I might just have to close you out. I do not want feedback. All right. So again, also I want to play the clip with Dr. Birch. So I'm going to share screen and we're going to get to hear Dr. Birch in her own words tell us all about basically making excuses for Trump. Well, I'm just so sick of these people. Excuses after excuses after excuses. Nothing is Trump's fault. Nothing he says, he can't be held accountable. He can't be shown that he's wrong, and he can't admit to being wrong. So in his own words, well, no, actually, excuse me. In Dr. Burke's own words, let me see if it'll let me share my screen. That's Mike Huckabee. Dr. Burke's. There we go. Share screen. All right, we're going to listen to Dr. Burke's, and it's amazing to me the hoops of logic that these Trumpers jump through just to in order to show that, hey, our president said nothing wrong, and if he did, he didn't mean it. It's like, oh, enough of the just stop with the gaslighting already. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and listen to Dr. Birch all the way from the beginning, and here we go. Oh, it would be helpful if I had my volume on. Okay, let's move the microphone in and let's start from the very beginning.
Asked about it by Jesse Waters for his program tomorrow night. Here's what Dr. Burke said.
When he gets new information, he likes to talk that through out loud and really have that dialogue. And so that's what dialogue he was having. I think he just saw the information at the time.
Is anybody else just sick and tired of hearing her voice, or is it just me? I mean, I don't have the best sounding voice myself, but there's something about her that irritates me. That dialogue. Okay, let's hear it again.
Immediately before the press conference, and he was still digesting that information.
Asked about it by Jesse Waters.
Okay, so first of all, he had just heard something and was digesting this information, and immediately upon hearing this information, he goes out into a press briefing that's being broadcast around the world. Okay. Being broadcast around the world, and just tells everybody about it. First of all, you don't even know if it's good information. You don't know if it's even true. Why would the first thing that comes to your mind, why would you even say it? You don't even know if it's good. Obviously, if you're still digesting, because that's what digesting information is. You haven't made up your mind about it. You're mulling it over. You're trying to determine if it's factual or not. Why would you even repeat it at a press briefing on the pandemic? Does anybody else not see how absolutely ridiculous this is? How absolutely asinine and dangerous this is? Okay? It's like hearing a rumor and then it's like hearing a rumor for the first time and then getting up in front of cameras that the whole entire world sees. They're going to see you and you repeat this rumor. Well, it sounded good to me. Makes sense. You know? And for the life of me, why would you think injecting disinfectant into the body is even remotely helpful or even remotely healthy or effective to do? Where did you get that information? You know, you just don't repeat the first thing that comes. Okay, so this is how they've decided to spin it. Let's continue.
His program tomorrow night. Here's what Dr. Burke said.
Okay, we've already.
No, when he gets new information, he likes to talk that through out loud and really have.
That's mistake number one. You don't repeat it the moment you hear it. What sense does that make? That is absolutely asinine. You first get the first thing Trump should have done is get with experts, get them down in a conference room, discuss it, and see if it's even reliable, if it's even remotely possible, if it should be done or can be done, and then get the opinion of the experts, people who are in the know, and then maybe the next day you address it, but you don't just hear something and then blurt it out to the world. That makes no sense. Yeah, right. Yeah, Cher says, remember way back when he gave the Russians secrets in the Oval Office? He was just digesting information, something he had just heard, and he repeated it to the Russians. Andrew says they are thick. Trump supporters are thicker than shit. No kidding. Unreal. It is dangerous. So, and Trump has he has the ear of the entire world. Everybody's listening to him. It's not like me coming out and said, you know what I heard? I heard that if you inject disinfectant, it can help with the virus. If I got up here and said that, I could get a strike on my channel for spreading misinformation. I could be deplatformed. Trump gets up and says it to the entire world, and nada. It's okay because it's Trump who's saying it. It's unreal. It's just, the memes are just awesome. I'm telling you, it's just the video clips, we sometimes you just got to laugh just to keep your sanity. We laugh to not cry. So we've got Trump opening his big fat mouth with that, but there's also something else. Now this is another subject I want to get into. We've got Trump supporters who do not want to bail out. They don't want to bail out blue states. They're talking about the basically the stimulus packages that have been just signed into law. We've got a stimulus package for small businesses, and unfortunately, a lot of money, millions of dollars, went to very, very large businesses. But that's another subject. But maggots are saying, we don't want to bail out the blue states. We don't want to bail out the blue states because they're spending too much money on entitlement programs. They don't deserve any money. Blue states shouldn't be bailed out. So I want to share with you. Let's see. Let me delete that. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. We're going to listen to Mike Huckabee's Words of Unwisdom real quick. Hopefully I'll share the right screen. There we go. Give me one moment. Going to share with everybody. And let's see. One last screen. And there we go. Let's listen to Mike Huckabee in his own words. This is on Sean Hannity's Fox News. Gotta love it.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi has her eyes set on a massive new spending bill. It's a bill that would bail out liberal states on the brink of bankruptcy. Now, these are states that have squandered billions of dollars on entitlements, generous pension plans for public.
Okay, first of all states, all of them are on the verge of bankruptcy. If the economy is going the way it is, all 50 states are affected, not just liberal or blue states. That's number one. We're all in the same sinking ship, you moron. Well, actually, this is just a clip. 666 views. This is just a clip from the person sharing it. So it's not. This isn't from the Fox News channel. It's just a video clip that someone shared, and they got 66,000 views. So it's not. Yeah. But but I'm sure that the original clip has gotten billions, or not billions. Now I sound like Trump, millions. So again, Mike, all states are being affected right now. All states will be on the brink, if they're not already, will be on the brink of bankruptcy. Okay, let's hear some more.
Employ union members, green energy programs, and much more. Now Pelosi wants to give them more of your money. And while Pelosi tries to get all, Speaker Nancy Pelosi has her eyes set on a massive new spending bill. It's a bill that would bail out liberal states on the brink of bankruptcy.
Okay.
These are states that have squandered.
Well, that was a short clip. So basically, yeah, that's a good face, Mike. Yeah, we're going to leave it right there. I like that face. That's actually more to the point. So Mike Huckabee is upset that blue states are getting any money whatsoever. Wow. Well, you know what? Wait until you hear about New York, buddy. Wait until you hear about how much New York gives. I'd like you to hear the governor in his own words. And also this is the same Mitch McConnell has said the same thing. Mike Huckabee is only parroting what Mitch McConnell said, but Mitch McConnell basically started this rhetoric that we shouldn't give any money to any blue states. Here, I would like to share with you Governor Cuomo in his own words. See if it'll. Oop, that was the wrong one. Let's try it again. This time, do the right one. I want you to hear in his own words. There we go. I knew I could do it. Oh, and one more. Give me 1 minute. Sorry for that, folks. I'll just keep talking so that way fills up the dead air. Now, I want you to hear Governor Cuomo, in his own words, address this ass. Okay. I want you to hear him from his own words. And just listen. It's only a minute long, but I'll tell you what. I'm hearing more information out of this man in 1 minute clip than I'll ever hear. Mike Huckabee could speak for hours and just nothing. There's no new ideas, no useful information, just a bunch of partisan hack bullshit. Here we go.
New York has bailed you out every year. It's bailed you out. Mitch McConnell is a taker, not a giver. New York is a state of givers. We put more money into the federal pot every year. We're the #1 state in donating to the federal pot. #1. Kentucky is the #3 state in taking from the federal pot. They take out more from the federal pot than they put in every year. And now he wants to look at New York and say, we're bailing you out? You're bailing us out. Just give me my money back, Senator. Just give me my money back.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? They talk about all the blue states. Let me tell you something. The blue states are generating the most money. You know that pot he was talking about? Basically, that's the federal pot that everything goes into. All the money that California, Michigan, Illinois, well, Michigan's a bad example, but New York, Michigan, in New York, I think are the top heavy hitters. They're the ones who generate the most money for the federal fund. Okay, it's just unreal to me. Well, you're not bailing New York out. You're not bailing out California. They are bailing you out. And when you look at Arkansas, when you look at Kentucky, when you look at what's another state that's really just poverty stricken? Mississippi, Arkansas, and Mississippi, Arkansas, and I can't remember for the life of me the other one. Anyway, doesn't matter. Kentucky. They're the ones that they're taking the most money in doles, in unemployment benefits, in welfare. They're the biggest recipients. When you look at the spreadsheets, they are the biggest recipients. If it wasn't for states like California and New York, they would be worse off than they are now. You're not bailing New York out. New York is bailing. Oh, dear me. Hong Kong reports Kim Jong-un dead. Oops, that could be a rumor. That hasn't been substantiated yet. But if it is, okay. So we'll have to investigate that later. We don't have time for that tonight. But yeah, Kim Jong-un, the reports we were getting is that he had surgery, don't know why, and he didn't quite come out of surgery unscathed, and he's probably not doing so well. Now, of course, that's a rumor, hasn't been substantiated yet. My God, I am even more responsible. I'm more responsible than our president. I'm at least giving you a preface by saying, hey, I don't know if this is true or not. It could be true. It could be not. Unfrickin' real. But if you and I said half the shit that Trump does on a daily basis, we would be kicked off social media for good. We wouldn't even, our feet wouldn't even touch the ground. You know? So I don't want to hear any more excuses from these maggots. I'm just done. I don't want to hear any more excuses. I don't want to hear any more explanations as to what Trump said, why he said it, and what it could possibly mean. We're done. You are fresh out of excuses right now. If you are a Trump supporter, you are done. We don't want to hear from you. As far as I'm concerned, you guys have no credibility. It's over. So, I mean, we know Trump is a bumbling idiot. You know, this is the same guy who thinks it's okay that maybe it's a good idea. Hey, how about this? How about in order to stop a hurricane, let's drop a nuclear bomb right in the eye of the hurricane, and it'll disperse all of the energy and it'll dissipate. That idea is over 50 years old, and it was discredited the year it was even brought up because of physics. Trump couldn't even conceive of the fact, you know, he doesn't get it. I mean, this is a guy who thinks it's a good idea to look straight up at a solar eclipse, and hey, look, it's an eclipse. And this is the guy people are taking advice from and taking seriously. People see, this is the problem. People take Trump seriously. They actually think he knows what he's talking about. They actually are convinced that he's intelligent. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But here we are. So, yeah, anybody else have anything to add? Hey, Evelyn, how are you? Oh, by the way, I forgot. If anybody wants to come live, let me know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post a invite into the chat. And if you want to come live, just jump on. And we'll have us a good old-fashioned discussion. I've been forgetting to do that the last couple of streams, so sorry. But if you'd like to be on the show, let me know. And we'll go from there. But yeah, those are just some thoughts I had today. And yeah, it's just I know people have already talked about it ad nauseum. We've seen the memes, we've seen the posts, we've seen the videos, and yeah, it's just I mean, the excuses have run thin. The idea that we are misinterpreting what Trump is saying, or we're misunderstanding, or we're purposefully just trying to be obtuse. I'm sorry, we're done. We're done. If all you have are excuses, we can't have a discussion. We're bye-bye. So, yeah. So if you wanted to come live, just let me know in the comments section, and I will send you an invite. And as you can see, the invite is right there in the chat. So let me know. Jump on. Also, what I wanted to do, I've been thinking about this. I'd like to do a little late night book reading. Maybe a couple of times a week, I'll come on and just read a chapter. I've got 2 books I've been meaning to get to, and they've been sitting on my desk for months. The first one is a Bob Woodward book, Fear. And as you can see from the price tag, I'm a big spender. I found this at Walmart. I think it was on clearance. So I would like to read a chapter a night and just go through the book. And maybe this will help inspire me to get these books read. Enough's enough. The next book I have is Andrew L. Seidel, The Founding Myth, Why Christian Nationalism is Un-American. And so depending on what book you wanted to hear from, I could do late night story time hour. I don't mind that. this will help me in my diction and speaking words I'm not used to speaking. So, hey, we'll all profit from this quarantine. If you didn't have time to read that book, well, you've got time now. So let me know which book you'd like me to start reading, and I can start it. Not a problem. I'm kind of wanting to do the Founding Myth book. It's just been, I've had it the longest, and I've just been meaning to get to it, and I just haven't been able to get to it. So if you're interested in reading hour, I can label each video by title and chapter that I'm on. And I won't start tonight, but it's just an idea I've been ruminating with. So I can maybe do it on a Friday or Saturday night, and we can just do that. So let me know if this interests you, or if not, just tell me, get off the air. We don't care. So, but well, anyway, thank you so much for joining my stream. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me vent. And I will talk to you all later. So hopefully I'll talk to you all later. Hopefully I'll see you later. Don't know when, but it'll definitely be later when I do. And with that, I will say good morning, good evening, good night. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care, everybody.